Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 14 of the September daily draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Mystic Palette Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch at Mabon Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. And this is the Temperance card. And I think a very beautiful Temperance card. So this is about getting the right balance, getting the right mixture of elements in our lives, working together in a harmonious way. All the different aspects of ourselves and our lives blending together in the right proportions, nothing in excess, nothing being neglected too much, the right amounts, everything moving and flowing in harmonious direction, and working together to bring us the best results, to the best growth, and the best outcomes, enabling us to move forward along our path with success. So it's blending the different elements of our lives together, different sides. These two streams here are coming and joining into one. So often you get water and fire in this card. So you've got different types, elements of our lives that have got different natures, a different sides to our nature working together. And it's not a case of different other aspects, our emotions and our passions working together, our will and our emotions being focused together, our mind, our mental thoughts working in unison with our feeling and passion and a sense of direction. All of these things working together, blending together in a way that forms a stream of light that will light our path, that will help us grow, that will bring about the results that we want. And it's not a case here of choosing between them. It's blending them together. All the aspects of ourselves, not just the parts of the bits that we like as well. Every aspect of our being, every aspect of our life working together, flowing in such a way that it's in the right balance and proportion for us. That is, sometimes it'll be different for different people, those proportions of different things. But whatever we do that by blending and trying things out and getting to that happy state of harmony when we find what works best for us. In blending that together, then we need to remember that. And we need then not to leave out one element at the, in all and overdo another element, because that throws everything off. Is keeping that balanced, harmonious proportions. It doesn't necessarily mean in equal proportions. It doesn't have to be like a 50-50 split. It can be a 60-40 split if that's what works best for us. But it's getting that right proportions for us and learning what that is. And that only comes through experience. We won't get it right all the time. That's why we need to be, listening to our inner voice will guide us often. And if we know that something is not quite enough within us, then we actually need to tend to that a little bit more, to balance out the levels a little bit, to get the proportions right. As I say, when I say balance out the levels, I don't mean equal. It could be equal, I mean, for me, for instance, it could be 50-50. It could be an equal proportion of two things. But it might not be just two things. It might be three things. So it could be a 60, 20-20, and there could be a big emphasis on one element of my personality or of my life, but backed up by an equally divided 40% of something else, of two other things to get working together. What it doesn't really matter. What I feel this card is saying to us is find your own personal harmony and what works for you, and make sure you've got everything and it's working together to bring about that balanced, harmonious flow of energy that will work to bring about the growth and success that you desire. And I believe that's what the Temperance card is saying to us today. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Tobacco. And this is about, well, I've mentioned this before when this card's come up before, about how tobacco was often given as an offering toward ancestors in certain traditions. And this is about feed your ancestors, raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. So we don't have to use tobacco if that's not part of our practice. The key message here is to connect with our ancestral background, to connect some way, and maybe something in connecting with that, they will help guide us in creating this harmonious flow. They will share some of their lessons and experiences, and to help guide us in our find that harmonious stream of energy. And we're coming up to that time of year where connecting with ancestors is particularly, as the veil thins more and more, but it becomes particularly poignant and easy to do. So maybe do a connecting with our ancestors tarot spread, or something like whatever way you want to connect, or just a meditation. Even looking through some family photos, and thinking about relatives that have passed, but that perhaps you knew that you remember some of the advice and lessons that they taught you. Whatever, connect in some way, get that wisdom, and how to bring about that harmonious flow that the Temperance card talks about. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 15. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.